Hey guys, so today I wanted to make a video on some recent Target bin finds I found. Now I know I literally just uploaded a video about this like 2 weeks ago, but I'm making another one because I went back to Targets and they've been very good to me lately. I don't know what it is, but something about the Targets in my area have gotten a lot better. So that's a very positive thing for me. I've also been going with one of my friends a little bit because I kind of got him into it now, so yeah, so we're just going to get into this. These phones right here, and this one, I just found literally like an hour ago. I got home, plugged them in, see if they work, and now I'm making this video. This one I got off of my friend, and these two I found at a separate Target. So, starting off, this is a Galaxy J3. I don't know the carrier of this phone because it has a broken AMOLED. I don't know if you're going to be able to tell. Yeah, you can kind of see that crack right there. Yeah, right there. That's a crack in the AMOLED. And there's a little spot there too. So this phone's done for. It's also water damaged. So really no use for it there. I plugged it in, didn't vibrate it, didn't do anything. So I'm assuming this phone's just dead. I'll probably take the battery from it in hopes it'll work. I doubt it, but worth a shot. But yeah, I'm planning to honestly just smash this phone because I have no use for it. It's a water damaged J3. It's nothing special. I have a few more phones as well that I'll probably do this with. Some have broken AMOLEDs. Most of them are water damaged, actually. It's just phones I found in the Target bin that don't work. So I might make one big video where I just drop test a bunch of phones and smash them. And then they're going straight back in the Target bin. So yeah, I don't have a use for them, so I'm just going to make a video out of it. And either way, like I said, they're going straight back into the Target bin. So what's the difference if they're cracked or not? What are they going to do? So yeah, that's what I'll probably do. I don't know when I'll make that video. But yeah, so just look out for that video, I guess. Moving on, this is a iPhone 4S. I don't know if it works yet. It's still on the low battery screen. It's been on the low battery screen for a very long time now. Let me actually... I'm just going to switch what charger I'm using in hopes that'll help. At least put it on an iPhone brick, because I got it plugged into like a USB thing right now. Maybe it's not charging it enough. But yeah, I didn't even bother to check the iCloud status on this one because it's an iPhone 4S. The back's in really good condition. The screen's in good condition minus this crack. This one I'll probably part out. I need iPhone 4S parts because I have some that need parts desperately. So that's what I'll probably do with this phone. But yeah, it's just probably an iCloud locked iPhone 4S. There's not much to say about that one. Moving on, this is an iPhone 6. This phone is in pretty good physical condition. I could definitely use this housing, but it's shattered. This phone is absolutely shattered, and on top of that, I opened it up. It's water damaged. You can probably, if I can focus you in there. Let me see. Yeah, you can see in that camera there's a bunch of moisture in it. So yeah, this phone is water damaged as well. When I opened it up, there was still water in it. Like, it was still moist in there. So this phone's done for. I plugged it in, absolutely nothing, and it's FMI on. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with this phone. Might add it on to that video. But yeah, it's completely stone dead and FMI on. So no use for this thing. This is an iPhone SE. It's in really good condition. It's a space gray model, but it is iCloud locked. It's FMI on with a passcode. I purposely disabled it because there's two people's faces, I think you can tell, but I didn't want that to come off on video to respect their privacy, of course. But I'm going to try to bypass this phone because I have a bypass tool I can use in hopes that I can get it working, because I'm probably going to give it to my friend who I'm getting into phone collecting, and I want him to have one of these because he used to main one, had to get rid of it. So hopefully I can get it working for him, and because I want to get that other one working too, which I just gave it away, but we'll go on to the other one. These have the same owners, I believe. This is another SE. This one is in rose gold. This one's in a little worse for wear condition. It's got some scuffing up there and a dent right there. I guess it's turned on. This one also seems to have a little iffy battery because this is my second time recording this video and it died the second I unplugged it. But yeah, let's just try a random passcode. Yeah, it's disabled as well. So hopefully I can bypass this one. This one I will keep for myself because I've always wanted a rose gold SE. It's a very pretty color, especially on this phone. So yeah, for now, these are just going to sit in the drawer until I get around to actually doing something with them. Moving on, this is the phone I got from my friend. This is a Galaxy J7. This one is unlocked to all carriers. It works perfectly fine. I basically unloaded a bunch of phones I just didn't want on him because I'm starting to get too many phones. I'm going to be fairly honest with you guys. So I just offloaded like some old ones and just ones I didn't really want. I had no interest in. So those are his now. And he just gave me this in return because he found 2 of them and I kind of wanted it, just, just to have it. It is water damaged, as you can see in the screen. Actually, that looks like the Big Dipper. Look, like dips down and then it's like square pattern. Kind of looks like that one star pattern, the Big Dipper or whatever. That's kind of cool. Anyway, yeah, this phone works perfectly fine. This phone is running Android 8. I believe it's 8.1. I'll tell you that in a second. Android 8.1. It is a 16 gig, again, unlocked to all carriers, and it works perfectly fine, minus that water damage. When he found it, it didn't turn on. I literally just plugged it in for a little bit. I put the battery on a battery tender and then put the battery back in, plugged in the phone, turned on. It was already reset as well, so that's good. And moving on to some more finds, that was just one he gave me. This is a Moto G6. This phone is very shattered on the back. Very, very, very shattered. However, it does work. When I found it, it had a passcode, which was 1234. I immediately unlocked it, went into the settings, and reset it, again, to respect their privacy. Yeah, the phone is very shattered on the back. I'm going to need to put tape over this or get a case for it, probably just the tape method. I don't feel like spending money on it. Because this glass is, like, coming up. It's, ooh, ow. Shoot, I just got that in my finger. Yeah, it's dangerous to be holding right now. But yeah, it works perfectly fine. This phone is running Android 8. It's a 32 gigabyte. It had a T-Mobile SIM card in it, although I don't see any carrier bloat, do you guys? So I'm assuming it's unlocked. It's a 32 gig, like I said, on Android 8. It did get an Android 9 update, so you know what? I'm going to do that right now because I want on an Android 9. Maybe it doesn't want to be upgraded to Android 9. Maybe I can do it in the settings. There we go. Yeah, that was the Android 9 update. And now it's going to download it. Okay, cool. So yeah, again, this phone works perfectly fine. I do like it. I've wanted one of these phones for a very long time, so I'm happy to have one. I need to clean it up more, get some tape on this back glass, probably just like clear packing tape, and then I'll be good to go. All right, moving on to the last 2 finds. Again, these ones I found on a separate occasion of going to Targets. They were at 2 separate Targets, however. Let me take this one out of the case just so you can see the condition better. This is the only case I had for it. I'm very limited on like iPhone 6 through 8 cases, so that's just one I had laying around. But anyway, this is an iPhone 8. It's in pretty beat up condition. This thing was obviously used and abused. It's cracked up here on the back. There's a hairline there and a bunch of little shatters there. The camera lens is okay, however, that did not get cracked. Down here, there is more cracking along the bottom. There is a hole in the back cover. I should probably put tape over that, but I have a case on it, so it should be okay. There is a gap down here where I can stick my finger in because the bottom of the phone is warped. I've had that happen to me on a 6, actually, where just the bottom of it just warps out. But, yeah, you can really see it here. Look at that. And I can stick my finger in that gap very well. I could basically get under the screen with that. But anyway, here's the front of it. It has a chip in the glass down here, although it's not a shatter because it's not hairlined out. It's just contained to this corner. Up here, that's not even a crack or anything. That is just delamination. I cannot feel that with my finger, so I don't know what's going on there. It's an Apple display, so I don't know. Up here, just more scuffing and dents and dings all over this thing. The SIM card tray is missing and it is jammed. I tried to stick a iPhone 8 SIM card tray in here because I just had one laying around from a iCloud locked one I found a long time ago. Yeah, it doesn't fit. There's something in that SIM card tray and it is jammed, and I do not want to open this phone up to fix it because the second I start prying on the bottom of this phone, this crack is going to hairline all over the place. So we're not even going to attempt that. We're going to leave it the way it is. But besides that, this phone works perfectly fine. When I found it, it was reset, and it is now on my iCloud, as you can see. It works perfectly fine, running iOS 15.2. Going into the battery health, this thing has 86% battery health. It is also a 64 gigabyte model. And going down to the bottom, it has no SIM restrictions. It is, I believe it's on Verizon, because for some reason, I don't know. I feel like it said in the settings when I originally set it up, it was on Verizon. I could be wrong, but that's just my hunch. But yeah, it works perfectly fine. 64 gig iPhone 8 in space gray. It is rather cracked, but it's still very nice to have. I've been using this phone for FaceTime a little bit. It's just a really nice phone. Put it back in its case, just to make sure dust doesn't get in the SIM tray or in that hole. And moving on to the best find. This is an iPhone 10. It's in the silver color. The only damage on it is the camera lens is very slightly cracked, just right there. Doesn't even go, well, it does go over the camera, but that's the wide angle, so it doesn't really matter. It could use a polish. It really could, because this is stainless steel. However, it's not in bad condition. There's no like dents or deep scratches on the body. And it works. And not originally. I had to bypass the iCloud lock on this thing because it was originally on someone's account with a password. It took me a while to do, but I eventually figured it out with help of YouTube and stuff like that. So it is bypassed now. It is on my iCloud account. Going down here into the battery health, this thing has 90% battery health, still very good. The only issue with this phone is it is on Sprint, and I think it's blacklisted actually because in one of the IMEI checks, it said something about the ESN. I didn't really look into it much. 64 gig on iOS 15.2.1, and you can see there, SIM locked. Will it tell me what carrier? No. But it is on Sprint. A Sprint SIM card came out of this thing. But yeah, besides that, it's working now. Face ID works as well. I can prove that to you. See, no issues with the Face ID. And yeah, so it's working perfectly fine, which is great because I've wanted a working iPhone X again for a while because I used to have one and I got off a jig curl and I nuked the screen trying to change the battery. I got under the AMOLED and green lines all over the place. You guys may remember that. I don't know if I ever showed it on video though. But yeah, it was bad. So it's really nice to have another iPhone 8 or an iPhone 10. Because I loved that phone and I love this one. I've actually been using this thing more than I use my iPhone 11. I need to get a case and a screen protector for it. It turns out I don't have any cases left over for my old one. But yeah, so I'm very happy with these finds, especially this one and the iPhone 8. So if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys next time.